What is the crack, ladies and gentlemen? It's Gibboeire here with another episode of World of Warcraft in the Kronos 2 server. How y'all doing? Okay, right, here we are in the wonderful, lovely place that is Stormwind Trade District. And I'm currently just going through a bit of mail. I just wanted to quickly ask, are you a fucking dub? Because could you pick it for us? Just, it really reminds me of home when somebody speaks like that. Anyway, there you are, but that's on the way to you. Quickly wanted to go through some matey stuff that we had done. So I put a load of shit up on the auction house, and we should have a substantial amount of income coming into us here, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't actually looked at the total, so I'm only finding this out now as we go through it. We're probably going to break 300. I've jinxed us, we're not going to break 300. Ah, fuck. Maybe we might break 300. We could potentially make the 300. We're so close. This is going to be good. How's everyone doing? Are we all good? I haven't been playing in a couple of days because I've been very busy. Lots of stuff has been happening. 2 seconds. Oh, we're so close. Oh, that felt good. That felt really good. And actually, I remember putting those up as well, and we just made another 9. That's fucking sick. Absolutely sick. I don't think we have anything else. No, we have a couple of other things that we still need to try and sell, but yeah, I think we did pretty good out of all of that there. Now, that was pretty slick. Okay, wonderful stuff. So, yeah, we're here in fucking Stormwind. Like I said, I've been particularly fucking busy. I'm working on a new series with a friend of mine. Which should be coming out at some stage, if not today, then probably tomorrow. And it's also going to be affecting my play today. So basically, I'm trying to get this episode in before I end up continuing the series with my colleague Joe. You know what I'm fucking talking about. I think he already has one of the episodes up, and I would highly recommend you go check it out. And I'm probably going to include a link to it down below. And you should click it and subscribe to his channel, because he's a wonderful human being. He's not. You're a fucking cunt. When you watch this, you're a prick. Just saying. Just saying. Anyway, what was I doing? I was preparing goods, wasn't I? And if we have any grays to vendor, we're going to fucking do that. We don't think we have any. No, we have none. I was tempted to vendor that. I don't know why. I love vendoring grays. I don't know why. I think it's one of the most satisfying fucking things of this fucking game. That's why I have that set up on this. So, in terms of what I've been doing for the past couple of days, we got a new game. We just ended up randomly talking about... We were playing Arma, and randomly just got talking about shit. About kind of fucking... No, we weren't playing ARG. We were playing a new free-to-play game that came out that was like Mount & Blade called Tiger Knight. While we were playing that, we were just kind of like, yeah, this is kind of fucking lame. It was a decent game to begin with, but we've kind of fallen out of love with it now. It seems a bit broken in terms of how it's structured and shit like that. But kind of like, you know, bashing a game aside, we were kind of wondering, like, looking at our Steam libraries, kind of going, what the fuck do we want to fucking play? And I was like, man, I've got about 70 fucking games in my Steam library that I haven't even installed yet. Well met. Now, there's some that I have installed, and I've since uninstalled because I've completed them and I wanted to make space. You know, all that, the usual wank that you go through. I am heading to Tenaris, am I not? So we're flying the Medical. But there, you ever look at your fucking Steam library and you kind of go, I haven't played that, or 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 that. I'm seeing a pattern here. So, like, there's so many fucking games that, like, they come up on sale and you're like, oh, I'll totally play that one day. Or, like, there's a Humble Bundle and you buy a fucking about 10 games. You just never get to fucking playing half of them. So that's it. We were looking at the Steam libraries kind of going, like, what the fuck sort of games should we fucking, like, what are you interested in playing, shit like that? We like to do a lot of co-op shit, you know what I mean? Like, that's half the fucking crack. And there was nothing just jumping off the fucking screen at me, and I said it, I was like, I'm looking at this here, dude, and there's nothing that I'm really in the mood to fucking install right away. Like, there's 1 or 2 games that I'm now playing single player, and again, they are going to translate into series very, very soon. Again, just waiting on a couple of things to be finished with those. Very excited. Again, non-WoW related, so those of you that are only interested in the WoW videos, you may not enjoy them, but you should watch them anyway, because you love me and you want to make me feel good on the insides. No, no, yes, but no. The fucking Steam library was kind of, like, just not really doing it for me, you know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck are we going to do? And I do not know how it came up in conversation, but 7 Days to Die, out of nowhere, just fucking... I think we were talking about Minecraft or something like that, and then Joe just went, oh yeah, but 7 Days to Die is like a fucking Minecraft, like, kind of thing, but it's, like, better. Not necessarily better, but, like, a bit more kind of in tune with the survival kind of aspects of gameplay that we enjoy. I think that's how it happened. I actually don't really 100% remember, but somehow it popped up in conversation that 7 Days to Die would be a good idea. So I went and I fucking priced it. We just got talking. I said to him, like, that actually looks like a game I'd really enjoy. Didn't have it in my Steam library. And I had actually only seen it on sale on Steam because of Halloween and all that shit. So I'm thinking to myself, Halloween, horror games. I did pick up a game that I do want to do a series on as well, Halloween, and I got it for fucking next to nothing, which is ridiculous. I find it astounding how a game that can be like 5 or 6 years old can remain at a certain price while it's on Steam, but then suddenly when it's on sale, they can still profit off it. And irks me somewhat. But anywho, got it for absolutely fucking dirt cheap. That game. 7 Days to Die, I went to look at it on Steam, and it was like 23 fucking euro or something, or whatever the fuck it is, and I was going, I don't know, dude, just to kind of try it out and see if I like it. Not really, not feeling it, not feeling it. So, if it had still been on sale, I would have absolutely fucking picked it up then and there on the spot. On to G2A I go. Not sponsored or anything like that, but, you know, be a smart shopper. Like, if you go down to fucking Tesco's and you see your pint of milk is like €5, don't buy your pint of milk there. You go down to Dunnes Stores and it's suddenly the same pint of milk is €4, buy the pint of milk there. Or be smart and go to another shop and find it for a realistic price of about, 50 cent. I like how I'm even talking about pints of milk. We don't get milk by the pint anymore. You get it in a fucking litre. Or less or more, but metric, not imperial. Anyway, measurements aside, Jesus, how long have we been flying and I've just been talking wank? Maybe I should pause this and continue talking wank when we get somewhere, but it's probably going to take a while. I'm going to continue this train of thought, and you're just going to enjoy my lovely hippogriff's arse here. Hippogriff or griffin? No, sorry, griffin. Griffin. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Don't throw me off. We're good. We're good. Anyway, on to G2A we go. I checked out like cdkeys.com, I checked out fucking G2A, and G2A was then the cheapest. CT Keys didn't actually have it. I find that like if you check out a few of those sites, you tend to be able to get a CD, or a CD. Who buys those anymore? You tend to be able to get a key at a relatively cheap price on some of them, and Steam sometimes isn't necessarily always the cheapest option either. I think it's just dependent on your look at a draw on like where it is and shit like that, and where you're situated as well. If you're buying off like British websites now at the moment, especially with the euro being as strong as it is in comparison with the pound, it actually works out quite cheap for you to buy games. They're nearly 1 for 1 at this stage. Meandering aside, we got it for like €8 fucking for me, which was, that's fine. I don't mind dropping £8 in a fucking game. What's that like? Fucking half an hour's work. Like fucking, hey, nice one. Fucking get that shit on the fucking go. Half an hour's work, and then the other half an hour is spent on the food that you're going to enjoy while you're playing it. There we go. Fantastic. So we bought this fucking game and we installed it. It's like fucking, I don't know, like 2-3 gigs or something like that, lashing onto the fucking hard drive, and it is fucking class. It is so much fucking fun. Now I know there's going to come a point in it, as does in Minecraft, when you've pretty much done 70 to 80% of everything you can fucking do within the restrictions of the kind of shit that has spawned around you and all that type of shit, and then it's just going to get kind of lame. And you'll either quickly outpace the game in terms of technology and stuff like that, or you will just fall rapidly behind and then be gone. But so far, our experiences with it have been fucking great. And £8 for the amount of hours of enjoyment we've gotten out of it so far, fucking bargain. And I think that's what it always comes down to with us in games. Again, we've had this discussion a few times. It's like when you're fucking, how long have I been flying for? 7 minutes, or 5 minutes, you've been watching me talk to a hippogriff's butt. Griffin. A griffin's butt. I always make this mistake. But anyway, fucking, it always comes down to this discussion when really we're like talking about purchasing games and shit like that. I know many people that watch this channel are probably console gamers as well, and I used to be one as well. I still have a Sega. It's like right here next to me. Nope. Oh no, it's there. Okay, right. Yeah, I suddenly forgot where I fucking placed it. So I don't know if that still makes me a console gamer, and my Sega Mega Drive still works, unlike my Xbox. Would like to point that out. Actually, no, my original Xbox still works, like the big black box fucking thing. That shit works with Halo and all that stuff, and I still have those games. It's like all my old consoles work, but then all the newer shit, like the 360 shit, that shit just disintegrates after like a fucking year or two. You don't get your value out of that shit. I still get my value out of the Sega, and I still get my value out of the other Xbox, so, just saying. Anyway, console gamers and shit like that, where was I going with that? Yes, now I understand. When you think about when you're purchasing it, is the fucking boat there? Don't be like that, game. Don't pull this shit with me. Oh, you motherfucker. Okay. Every single motherfucker that always bitches and whines about me not hotkeying and shit, I understand, I get it, I'm sorry, but it would have made more sense to have it there. That would have saved us a second. Oh, this is gonna be tight. Don't miss this about Vanilla WoW. No, I could do without this. Yeah, Well, we got 1 second left. Oh, shit, if I stop the mount now, it's just a waste of time. We just gotta go for it. No, actually, it probably would have been worth. Oh, we're gonna angle ourselves this way. Who said anything about panicking? We always were gonna make that. Ooh, fucking, you all need to fucking chill the fuck out. Anyway, what it always comes down to in conversation regarding these games is value for money per hour spent playing the game. That's usually what we define a good game by. Like, I go out and I spend €60 on Call of Duty. And I'm not bashing Call of Duty. I used to fucking love Call of Duty. Mod 2, Black Ops, and even Mod 3 to an extent, actually, after I kind of got used to it. were some of the fucking. I've had so many fucking hours of enjoyment playing those fucking games. Like that's inarguable. And I'm not one for bashing COD versus Battlefield a lot of shit. I enjoy both games, and you should. And I don't think this whole fanboy shit about kind of picking one game over the other is realistic. You know, fucking play games that you fucking enjoy. That's my driving thought process with all these fucking things. But anyway, think about how much one of those games costs, especially on a console. It seems to be typical that most games, and I say this so it's open-ended to, you know, fucking forgive the exceptions, but most games on consoles are typically, what, 50, 60 euro brand new, right? So brand new game, unless you go and buy it pre-owned, and then you have to carry the frickin' risk of, I know they're better with shit like that now in most game stores, but you carry the risk of like damaged games and stuff like that. Now I know you can download games directly into your consoles, but like I said, consoles are prone to fucking defeat, and I don't know whether or not like your Xbox Live account and shit like that would actually save the game that you've purchased and shit, like the likes of like a fucking Blizzard Entertainment thing whereby you can re-download games, and Steam whereby you can download your games, which is a fucking fantastic thing. You open up a new machine, you can re-download all the games you purchased. It's fucking brilliant. Fuck it, this is going to be a talky episode, so you're going to watch me travel all the way down to Naris. Now, I'll probably cut it off at some stage in the next couple of minutes, but while this is fresh on my mind, I want to keep going with it, because it's an interesting thought process. So, you're looking at maybe 50 to 60 euro for a fucking a console game, possibly even more. I've seen shit like up in the 70s, and fucking, it's crazy to think that's how much you're actually spending on a fucking game, like. And when you think about the amount of hours you're going to get out of them, like, think about the likes of the campaigns and shit like that in fucking Call of Duty and shit like that. Like, they're not necessarily the longest fucking things. Like, I've completed campaigns in those in, like, the space of a day. And, like, kind of, because you get it, it's brand new, it's awesome, and you whack it on veteran and go straight into that shit, and then suddenly, you know, campaign's over. And GG. Now all you've got is multiplayer and a couple of, like, fucking, like, co-op missions and single-player kind of special missions and shit like that. And it's just like, did I really get my value out of this game? And you play the multiplayer and suddenly you find, actually, I don't really like this fucking game. I'm not really fond of the multiplayer. I think I want my money back, and you can't really get it because you don't have a value, you don't have an adequate reason for an exchange. I have to dismount, don't I? Actually, we're not that far. Not bad. My point being is that you don't really get your bang for your buck out of those games unless you're a couple of parameters are filled, that you're lucky that you actually particularly enjoy the game too, that it's a well-made game, which doesn't seem to be atypical of pretty much any game. Or sorry, not any game, but like the majority of these games that are made these days. Like I found that my love for the COD games and stuff like that, and the Battlefield games to an extent, was definitely decreasing as time went on in my console experiences. I started feeling like the campaigns were becoming convoluted and shit, or too easy or short, and the multiplayer was just shit that was being fucked in, wasn't necessarily adding much to the gaming experience. Well, they were trying to kind of like the likes of the Call of Duty where they did the shit where you can run on the walls and stuff like that, and like the mech suit things and all that, and even to an extent what they did with the zombie games then on the other end of the franchise. I wasn't particularly fond of where they went with it after Black Ops 2. Even Black Ops, I actually enjoyed the zombies to an extent at Black Ops 2, but not as much as I possibly could have. And then with the likes of the Battlefield games as well, like I wasn't a fan of Bad Company 2 and shit like that. Like that kind of started fucking killing it for me, and then I just didn't bother following up on it from there. I am aware that games and all that shit. I think I have one or two of them, fucking like 4 and shit like that, somewhere in what's you call that shit from EA? An Origin account. I think I have a couple of them on the Origin account somewhere. Again, coming back to you have games that you've never fucking played. But anyway, point being is that I don't feel like I really got value for my money out of some of those console games that I would have purchased. And again, I seem to be particularly targeting Battlefield and COD here. Not necessarily, like, it can be all parameters of games, like FIFA, all that sort of fucking shit. I'm labeling it as just console games due to the price tag that is associated with purchasing these games new. We'll transfer back now to the PC. Typically, it is in my experience that you save X amount of quid per game when you purchase it on a PC, and that is usually lost in the construction of the PC. So whatever the investment initially is into the construction of the PC, that's what you save by buying a console, but yet you lose on the expense of the games in a console, yet you gain in the savings you make on games on a PC, if that makes sense. But you also lose on parts. We won't get into that anyway, we're not going to do the cost effectiveness of that. But what I'm trying to say is that you can typically shop around for games and stuff like that on a PC, I think, far easier than you can for the likes of a console and shit like that, and actually try and get your value out of those games. But that's not what I'm trying to say either. I keep segueing into different fucking conversations, which could also take up an entire episode, which I'm trying not to do. What I'm trying to say is that you can shop around for a game that is €23 on Steam, and you may think that's the only place you can purchase it, but it's not. Obviously, there are other places you can go, like G2A, Steam, fucking Origin, all that other wank, assuming it's on those things. And you can get the same game for, well, like £8, which is what I'm specifically referring to 7 Days to Die here. £8, where it's €23 on fucking Steam. And €8 on a fucking game that, if it's crap, you know, whatever, you know, €8, fuck it, what can you fucking do? And then suddenly you end up getting fucking absolutely donkey's fucking hours of entertainment out of it. Now, we all know what's gonna happen here, by the way. Yeah, fucking so far, I'd say I've gotten a good solid 10 hours of entertainment out of this fucking game. Oh no! Jerk. Right, let's head north and find this dirtbag. But I've gotten hours of entertainment out of this fucking game, and it cost me £8 fucking. But yet, you fucking go out and buy a new fucking game, and you might only play it like 2 or 3 hours, and you might say to yourself, nah, fuck. Like, I'm a big fan of the Warhammer series. That's always, or anything to do with Warhammer. Like, it's always been something that I've been massively fucking overly fond of. I bought Total War, the fucking Warhammer thing. I discussed it maybe at, like, back 100 episodes ago or something like that, briefly, and I was talking about maybe doing a series on it. And that was only when it just came out, so whenever that came out, that episode. Is your resident, you'll find a gravestone there. I reckon that was the one that we were looking at the last time. There's one that does stick out. It has a wee little skull on it and shit like that. I think you can actually go back to that episode. You'll see me kind of looking at it, kind of going, can I click this? Is that what I'm meant to do? But anyway, I bought that game when it was new, when it came out. I think I got it for something like €43. And again, this is why I was saying, I'm not trying to bash consoles over fucking PCs here. That was just a conversation I ended up segueing in along my thought process of getting to this. And that's not a conversation I want to get into either. I don't fucking care. Play what you fucking play and enjoy it and have fun. Now, this one here, yeah, that stands out like a cow's arse. I had a feeling. You see the way it's got the wee little thing? We did try click that earlier on, actually. That's amazing. God, all of these kind of look... Like, are they crosses or what the fuck are they meant to be? They're like hexagons. Like a pantheon type of thing, maybe? There's a word and a half. Pantheon. This must be the grave that... When you push the stone, it slides away, revealing the depression. You realise it fits perfectly. You're able to pick up this. It has been transformed. Deliver Lincoln's superior sword to Lincoln and Ungoro Crayer. Oh, well, fuck. Nice. And we're getting a decent amount of experience off of doing this as well. Lincoln's superior sword. Nice. I believe at some stage we possibly get a fucking boomerang out of this shit as well. Some of you guys have been saying to me. I don't know whether or not I've missed out on that part or what the crack is, but sure, we'll fucking chase it up here and see if we can. Point being is that you can go out and you can spend €50-60 on a new fucking game, and the reason I think I got onto consoles about that was because of the fact that frequently new games for consoles are going to cost that much, whereas PC games are like, what, 40 odd quid or something. And that's not always true either. These are very broad parameters I'm leaving this conversation open for. So, before anyone decides to comment, we're kind of, no, what about this game? I don't fucking care, and neither should you. Chill out and go have a cup of tea, bro. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that you can go out and you can spend, like, you know, fucking 50-60 quid on a fucking game, and you might only play for 3 hours and go, this kind of shit. You know, yeah, I don't really like this. Now, I know, like, Steam, to an extent, have their whole refund fucking thing, which I think they've changed in recent times as well, so I don't think it's as easy to fucking do it anymore. But you might play for an hour or two and then kind of go, this is crap. Why did I spend so much money on it? And then you kind of go back to what I was saying earlier on about kind of like, a fucking half an hour's work there bought me a fucking game. So, come back to this and fucking think about how many of those half an hours then go into purchasing a brand new game. So then it becomes 2 hours of your life. So it translates into, what, 2 to 3 hours, depending on your wage as well. This is all varied, depending on your wage as well. But yet that shouldn't change your mindset in regard to this, because the fractions should stay in proportion, racially, the same to each other. I'm making up words here as I go along, and it is great. But anyway, regardless of what your wage packet is, it still translates to X amount of minutes of your life in work, 2 hours of fun and enjoyment derived from gameplay. So you always want to get as many hours of enjoyment and gameplay as possible per amount of euro spent, or a monetary fucking currency spent on game. That's what it comes down to. So when you're playing a game or picking a game, you want to fucking get the cheapest, most fun, most enjoyable game possible. Because that way, you are going to get the most amount of entertainment out of your gameplay experience as possible, without spending an arm and a leg. And that took me 20 minutes to say. Fuck. Here we are. Let's go over to Lincoln and give him his fucking sword. What are you? You're a fucking rogue. Which means you're a fucking tosser like me who just wants to fucking gank people that are 20 million levels lower than you. You wanna fucking tango with this shit? I'll hit you with a spoon, you bitch. Yeah, that's what I fucking... That's what I showed you, didn't I? You fucking... Look at you and your mohawk. You look fucking awesome. I'm so jealous. Right, here we go. Hand in a sword. If only can remember why you needed this. Let me pay you for your work. Okay. Thinking. Oh, okay. A gnome named JD. Jack Daniels. Okay, fantastic. Jack Daniels. That's probably why you can't remember anything, bud. Why don't you go and ask her if she knows anything? Maybe this is... She's in the back. Yeah, it's this bitch in the back, isn't it? You better not be acting the bollocks, maggot. I'll throw something at you. Right, on me fucking go. Anywho. Yeah, you want to try and always find a game that you will get the most entertainment out of as possible per euros, again, currency that you put into that game. And what I find remarkable is that a game that costs me, and this is how I think I got on the console, because I was remembering the last fucking... Black Ops actually was what was popping in my head. I think I spent $54.99 on that when it first came out. And of course I bought it on the day it fucking came out because we were all so fucking excited to fucking play it. And I didn't enjoy Black Ops 2, man. I didn't enjoy that shit at all. I really fucking didn't. It fucking was an absolutely fucking terrible fucking game, and I can say that with my hand in my heart happily. I liked the first zombies mission. I didn't like any of the fucking other ones.
Interesting.
Okay, quest. He's a funny one. A strange thing. Something he said kind of stuck with me. Now you're making some sort of totem. And Fellwood. On to Fellwood we go. So this is a fucking quest line and a half. But anyway, Black Ops. I dumped fucking €54 into that shit, 99¢, and it was fucking terrible. And I didn't enjoy any of the time I fucking spent playing it. Like, maybe the first couple of experiences with the first zombies mission. That was maybe it. I didn't enjoy the multiplayer at all, and I didn't really enjoy the campaign in it. I just thought it was lame. It wasn't that fun. Like, the campaign was over, like, that. Storyline was good. Gameplay was a bit of good crack as well, but it was just... wasn't fun. It just didn't snap with me. Wasn't what I wanted in a game. Are you red? Always weirds me out. Is that little jerk trying to fucking gank us? Well, I hope he succeeds. Anywho, up we go here. And we are now flying to Ferralis. Where in Ferralis, though? Southern Fellwood. Oh, jeez, that would have been a fucking mistake and a half, wouldn't it? Southern Fellwood. So would Astronar be quicker? Would it? I don't know. Yes. Okay, so now we're flying to here. I will pause this now in a second. But it just astounds me that comparatively, having spent €8 on it for like 7 days to die, I get umpteen hours of absolute pure joy and excitement out of it. And I know that it does come to a plateau at one point, and then you just don't have fun doing it anymore. You get bored with it, and you go on, you move on, and you find your next game. But already, I feel like per the €8 that I have spent, I have gotten a gratuitous more amount of hours of fucking enjoyment out of it than I did spending €54 on fucking Black Ops 2 back in the day when I was playing Xbox. And I find that fucking ridiculous, you know what I mean? Like, it's absolutely fucking astounding that a game that could be so fucking overhyped, like fucking Black Ops 2. Again, you're subject to your own opinion if you think it was overhyped or not. Do your thing. I don't fucking care, and neither should you. But what I'm saying is that something then like 7 Days to Die, which I haven't seen out of the advertisements for, particularly myself, and as far as I'm aware, it is being developed by some form of fucking indie, one of them indie companies, or the usual Steam fucking early starter release swank. Don't fucking shoot me if it isn't an indie team or whatever the fuck. But what I'm saying is that something that is still in early access 3 years later, may I add, which is hilarious, by the way. That's a joke. Sort your fucking shit out and finish your game. But something that is like still in early access can give me so much more entertainment for such a low price than a game that is developed by a massive fucking company like, say, Activision or Blizzard or fucking Infinity Ward. They do Call of Duty games, don't they? Yeah, man. So like fucking massive companies like that have like these massive fucking development teams and shit like that, and thus that drives up the price of the game because you're paying for a brand as well as the game and all that type of shit, and for the wages of all these developers vicariously down the line. I just find it ridiculous that, you know, it's just astounding that then something that by comparison should in theory be a piece of crap is actually so much fucking fun. It's hilarious how it all works. It's amazing. Some people just get a recipe for a good game and some people don't. That being said, that is all subject to opinion. If you enjoyed Black Ops 2, you might not necessarily enjoy 7 Days to Die or any other games that I find on the fucking cheap on Steam and shit like that, or other fucking websites. But I think the moral of the story is shop smart, find games for as cheap as you can, and if possible return them if they're shit. Where possible. That's good logic. This is good logic. Okay. I've prattled on about this shit for 25 minutes. I've just realised we spent an inordinate amount of time talking about it, and we haven't really done that much. So I'm going to pause this shit here while we fly to Fellwood to save a wee bit of time, and also top up my tea, because it's gone. So, back in a minute. Now that I think of it, I'm not 100% certain that this was the quicker way. Fuck. Now, I reckon, after it said Southern Fellwood, that the likely place we're going to find this bitch is here, and I was correct in my suspicions. So, Iridian, fucking you bitch. How are you? I hear you like swords. Do not know the one of... Worry not, your friend was on a journey to... Heart of Ungordo crater dwells evil, the evil takes an elemental called Blaze Runner. First, I do ask... 11 silvery claws and 1 iron tree heart.
Go in peace.
Silvery claws. What do we reckon drops those? Ah, yeah. I reckon I thought the same. You all thought the wolves, correct? Now, iron tree heart. I have a feeling we're going to have to go somewhere up here to Iron Tree. Now, you see how it's already called Iron Tree? Anyway, let's stealth really fast and see if one of these... Puppy looks like it's seen better days. No way, we still get experience out of this. We're like 10 levels above it. Isn't it like 7 levels is the cutoff for EXP? Drop a claw? Hey. How did I fucking know? Right, I'm gonna kill a bazillion. Oh, skin him. I'm gonna kill a bazillion of these and I'll be back in a minute. I wonder, do bears drop them as well? We're experimenting. Let's find out if it drops the claws. I don't know. My friend. We were not behind that. But hey, what can you do? Hitboxes, they're hilarious. I'm just intrigued. You'll notice I don't have poisons on. Fuck you. That's all I have to say to that. How does that make you feel? Hope it makes you feel sad. Sad and pitiful. I don't fucking know. Do these? No, well, I don't know. Our means test here is only 1, so maybe we should test it on another one. I have a feeling it is just the wolves, however. I could just read the quest and probably confirm that, but I can't be bothered. Let's just see. We'll give it one more. If this doesn't drop one, it's confirmed. 100%. I'm going to read the quest while I'm just spamming the Sinister Strike here and not paying attention to my health. No, it just says the creatures. No, although I don't think this seems to drop them, so... We'll stick to the wolves. Anyway, that awkward moment when, you know, you're just strolling along on the motorway. Oh yeah, thought so. Well, that sucked. Why does it have to be dripping? Look at this. Where are you going? Can you not see this magnificent specimen of art right here next to you? Why does it have to be dripping? It looks gloopy. Why has nobody noticed this? How come there's a path right through this fucking forest and everyone just casually looks to the right and sees this fucking thing and they're just kind of like, neat. let's get the fuck out of here. No, that's get a chainsaw and cut that motherfucker down and fuck him in the fireplace ASAP. That can't be allowed to exist. Again, Blizzard, the art development team. whoever the fuck you are, please speak to someone about kittens and puppies and ice cream and cotton candy and all the nice things. And these motherfucking things. Look at this fucking shit. What the fuck is this thing, for fuck's sake? Look at them. I don't know what you're casting, but it better not be mean. Point being is, look at the fucking this shit. Look at this stuff. Look at it. It's fucking nasty. You are not casting moves. I am doing a fucking discussion regarding the fucking context of this creation, and you are being rude. And now I'm just going to run away, and you can do fuck all about it. Oh yeah, just keep casting that. How come that didn't break the root? You're a jerk. I'm talking about this. And you're being a fucking dick.
I'm out of range. That ability isn't ready yet.
This is the worst gank ever. If I actually put effort in, I could probably get away. But I'm not particularly arsed now that I've used pretty much sprint and everything like that. But what I was saying is, before I'm rudely interrupted, is if you look at this shit, oh, now it's gonna run away, and I was trying to fucking zoom in on it. I'm coming back to the... Was there me, or was he doing, like, a ridiculously low amount of damage? I don't know what the fucking crack was there. Anyway, back to... I'm going to do this while I'm dead, so that way I can actually fucking look at it without someone annoying me, because every time I try to look at something, someone ganks me. Cunts. Right, now. Point being, look at this shit, man. Look at the fucking, like, the fucking spine and all the shit sticking out of it, and at the wee little skull and the... No. You need to speak to somebody about cotton candy, bro. I hope you did 11 years ago, and you got help, because that is fucking terrifying. That's just... That is quite literally the vomit of nightmares. Anyway, as I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, I am now going to whack poisons on, and I am going to gank every horde player I see, because fuck you cunts. Now, I reckon we're looking for Iron Tree Stompers here. Now, they look like they're going to be promising. Or Wanderers, perhaps. I don't know. One of these fuckers, I reckon, is what we're looking at.
I can't do that.
Oh, and you're fucking immune to your elemental, aren't you? Of course, of course. Right. Fuck up the side. We'll just lash through this as quickly as we can. Make our way back down the other direction.
Not enough.
That should probably finish it. No, close enough though.
I don't.
One more dead. Heart of the Wild. No. Shit. This may take a while. And there we go. On the second one, Savage Frond, Iron Tree Heart. Lovely fucking stuff. Now, I believe a little detour is in mind. Ah yes. It took me a moment. But remember this prick. This almighty fucking bollocks. That's it. How are you, pal? This has been coming for a fucking few minutes. You fucking deserved it. No, it's not happening. You're not going fucking anywhere, bud. Lol. And that is the last silvery claw right there. Boom! And we are actually adjacent to the quest area now at the moment. Happy fucking days! It's like we never even left. Here we are, and we shall bail into what's her face? Everything. Everything. There we go. Look, enunciate the pronunciations. Fantastic. Well, what do you want me to do? Take the book of a core, the silvery claws, and the iron tree heart to Tenaris. Use the book of a core, to summon Aquamentus. After you have completed the totem, take it to JD Colley in Marshall's Refuge. Lost Rigger Cove. Think I actually know where we're supposed to go for this one. Okay, so we have a bit of travelling. What's the fastest way out here? That's a tricky one. I'm unsure. Back in a moment. Oh, hey, look at this jerk. Just hiding here in the corner. 15 amber to thing. Iron Tree Caverns. Do I have to come back up here for winter spraying around like that? Fuck it. Okay, we're gonna head north and find the Iron Tree Caverns, I guess. Just in the interest of following up. It might be like a quest line that might lead to something else, so like you never fucking know. I don't know, that I'm actually genuinely intrigued. North like the Iron Tree Caverns. Iron Tree Woods. Iron Tree Cavern. Oh, there, that makes fucking sense. Right, we're gonna head that way, we're gonna find these fucking caverns, and we are going to bitch slap any of the horde we see along the fucking way, and see what the crack is with this quest. Like I said, bud, I'd get you again. And your fucking pal. Come here, you bollocks. They fucking shank you up. Bleed. Can I eviscerate? That would be life. Oh no! Oh wait, I got him! 2 for 1. He didn't even kill me. The mob killed me because of the blade flurry. So I take a 10% durability loss. Worth. And once more with a feeling. Feels better, man. Now, don't gank me when I'm talking about pretty things. And you, I don't know who you are, but fuck you too! Now that I reckon I've gotten that out of my system, and I feel better about life, let's make our way up to the Iron Tree fucking, whatever you call them, caverns here, and we'll have a gander and see what the crack is. We need to collect 15 blood amber. So, what drop these? Warpwood elementals. Okay, right. So they're going to be the fucking treant kind of fucking guys running around. The weird little fucking dryad bastards that we need to chop down, so to speak. So we need to kill a bunch of them, I reckon. Which ain't going to necessarily be a bad thing. They drop herbs and shit like that, which we'll be able to sell. Bit more experience that we get to grind out as well. And again, as you'll see, I pretty much always have a full rest bar because I don't play for a day or two at a time. So it pretty much guarantees that I constantly have rest experience that I'm able to burn through, and means that the whole level experience doesn't feel like it's taken as long as it should. So again, 12 days, 5 hours, 13 minutes. We've only spent 3 hours at this level, and we're already a fucking third of the way. Oh, well, a quarter of the way there, realistically. Which isn't too bad. Really, 3 hours to get a quarter of the way to fucking level 59. That's not to be sniffed at. You can, of course, for those of you who are wondering the actual amount of game time spent playing and not just fucking dicking around or being an AFK, you can probably knock 3 or 4 days off that now at this stage. So it's realistically, again, going to be in and around 9 days, I'd say would be the accurate mark for how long we've actually spent in terms of actual gameplay and not making PvP videos. Not much there else to chat about. Are we far? We're actually not that far, so we'll just fucking keep going with it here. So you heard me talking about I was playing a few games. It wasn't just 7 Days to Die. I am playing another game, which I am keeping a secret on such a time as I release the series. And I am also back on retail. I decided to actually put the money on it and have a fucking bash at it, since my friend is actively currently playing it. So I jumped on. Lots of stuff is fucking different. I didn't really give it a chance the last time I jumped on there. I just played for a couple of hours and then I got distracted with other shit. So a lot of the moves seem fucking different from what I remember. What the fuck is versatility? That's a new one. No, it was definitely in Warlords of Draenor, but I've no fucking clue what that is. So I should probably look up what that is. I'm leveling a character on the moment just to kind of get a feel for how it feels like. The whole leveling with the heirlooms thing is still broken the fuck. Like, that's just ridiculous easy. Like, that's hilariously overpowered and too easy at the moment. I can just snake by here, can't I? You're not gonna get pissed. You're not gonna get pissed. You're totally not going to get pissed. He's not getting pissed. He's not. He's just joking around. That's just the thing. Me and the tree guy get up there the odd time. We just joke around. It's cool. It's cool. It's all G. Anyway, so far I'm enjoying it. I haven't done any of the new content yet. That's what I'm gonna have to jump onto now and fucking have a bash and see if I actually enjoy that. That's gonna be the real tester, isn't it, when it comes down to it? I don't know if I'm gonna record it. I don't know if I'll live stream it or anything like that. I'm not really deciding on it. I've just been doing it in between waiting for shit to happen on Arma and in between recording sessions, stuff like that. Like, if I'm rendering a video, like, WoW doesn't seem to take a whole lot to run. But it'll be kind of, frame rate will be a bit choppy, but like, since I'm not recording it at least at the moment, that's not really a fucking issue. You can still play. So, I don't know. I'm enjoying it. It doesn't mean I'm happy with the state of the game, but there are certain aspects of it that definitely are fun and that definitely are quite decent. I'm just not entirely sold on it as of yet. But sure, we'll see. We'll see. Are these the guy we want? Ooh, woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo. Warpwood elementals. Yeah, they are the motherfuckers. Heard it. 360. Fantastic. Elemental. So we cheap shot. Now, let's see how long it takes for us to fucking farm 15 of these bad boys. I have a feeling the drop rate might be okay. I think this one will be okay. We'll see if it's okay. I'm not sure if it'll be okay. I'm gonna be realistic here. This could be really bad. We'll see. We'll see. And again, as always, our one mob means test is to figure out whether or not we're fucked. He dodged? Really? Oh, don't entangling roots me. You're a jerk. Okay, every single one of them is going to drop one. 100% confirmed. Get off me. Okay, that doesn't get rid of that. We've learned that now. That's 2 instances of entangling roots, and we've realised now that this does not break roots. Good to know. This bitch. You motherfucker. Fuck you, delusional, and your fucking delusions. Warlocks are broken for leveling in retail, by the way. That's hilarious. Just play as an Affliction Warlock and just dot every mob within sight. I forgot that it's a fucking elemental. They're broken. They're absolutely... It's hilariously broken. I'm tanking dungeons on a fucking Warlock, running around, and all I do is just fucking lifesteal, and I get fucking 5 times back the health that any mob can deal to me in fucking damage. It is hilarious. You go, you pull half the dungeon, you just sit there going, hey, lifesteal, lifesteal. And if you want to do it quickly, do it with an imp. And if you want to do it fucking slowly, but actually survive, do it with a fucking Void Walker. It is ridiculously broken. But fun, nonetheless. It's very laid back. And I actually, you know what I have to say now, it is remarkably different. Leveling in vanilla and then going back to retail and then jumping on retail, you feel like a fucking god. You pull half the fucking area and you're like, nah, no problem. Whatever. Whereas in this game you pull 2 mobs and it's like, ugh, I better start making out a will. This ain't looking so good. Warpwood Shredder. Again, thorium ain't looking like something you want to be putting in your Rice Krispies in the morning. I have to say, probably would not want to wear a suit with something crafted out of that. At least not until it had been, you know, radioactivified. There's a word. You look that one up in the dictionary, you'll find it right up there with shut the fuck up. Yeah, loot it, boom, bam, bip. Right, we are 1/5 of the way there. Maths, I can do it, I swear. 1/5 of the way there. Shredders, that sounds ominous. Let's try pull 2 of them at the same time. Fuck logic. I'm offending so many people of samurai heritage at the moment. I don't even fucking care. Fantastic. You should try playing Mountain Blade with me. It gets worse. It gets so much worse. Okay, and we are now 1/3 of the way there. Fantastic. Wonderful. Right, I'm going to start cruising through here and see how much more of this I can get done before I need to go. So, oh, thorium shells. I think that's actually worth a few pennies. Nice. Big scary elite. Oh, 5 more to go. And we got a potion off that one, which was pretty nice. So many herbs. Lots of shit to sell. It's all good. Someone else is killing these things. There are dead bodies everywhere. Ah, yes. There's the problem. What problem? Oh, he had friends. There's 3 of them. Run away. Got my eye on you, buddy. And your dribbly mouth. Let's be real, though. If you were walking down the fucking street and you saw that on the side of the road, you ain't crossing that bit of path. You're gonna go, no, do you? Turn and get the fuck out of there. Pronto. Oh yeah, don't mind me. I'm just a fucking tree with a mouth that it spews green gloop of sadness. Another thing I've just realized. We never feed our horse. Yeah, we go through the whole game where we're shoveling fucking quails and fucking random mushies that we're finding around the fucking shop and we just taking off people's corpses. And we're just stuffing that shit down our gullet. Beat the band. We don't drink water because we don't deal with that nanobolics. But the horse, we throw it off cliffs. You know, we make it run for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles on end with no rest. And we never feed it. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. I've cleansed your fucking Fellwood. You bitch. Is this a repeatable? Nope. Not doing it now. Don't know what it is. Explain. Okay, so by killing monsters and by skinning them, you gain those items, which you can then probably use to do something, which will probably raise your rep with the Cenarian Circle. So what I'm going to do now is, because I'm a lazy motherfucker, I'm going to Hearthstone the Stormwind. I'm going to take the boat to Menethil Harbour, from Menethil Harbour to Dustwallow March, and then fly to the place we need to go. I believe I actually need to go to Tanaris first. Yes. That's a solid plan. Are we going to do it in this episode? I do have to go about 5 minutes ago, so yeah, I probably should wrap this one up here, and we can take it back up in the next episode. Will we? Yeah, Menethil's a bit of a flight away, isn't it? Okay, we're going to come back in next episode, and we're going to start off with killing Aquamentus. That's probably where we're going to do. Yeah, and I'll probably actually stay here so I get the rest experience. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. We're going to wrap this one up here. Next time when we come back, we're going to be in Tanaris, and we're going to be killing Aquamentus, and then following up on the last quests, hopefully, of the LinkedIn quest line. LinkedIn, whatever his fucking name is, and we'll go from there. Then probably going to make our way to the Plaguelands at that point and start our quest line, our quests there. Follow up the quest that we got from Everspring, Everlook. Whatever, Winter, Spring, Everlook. That's it. Follow up on those quests and see what the crack is with them. We may get some quests for Scholomance or Strathholm as a result of doing that. And we are also going to have a look into doing some quests in Black Rock. So we're going to start having a look in a gander and see what the fuck was that? It was on the bottom of my foot. Yeah, into the bin. That was a really good shot. We're going to try and find out what the crack is and getting a few quests to go to Black Rock. I probably will look those up because I have no fucking clue where I'm going to pick half of them up. And I'm probably going to be looking for very specific ones to get certain items of gear. I also going to do a bit of research on doing the whole BIS thing, so working out the whole best in slot gear and shit like that I can get. So I'm going to have to fucking read a few walkthroughs and guides, I reckon, and probably watch a few videos. But we'll figure that shit out when we fucking get to it. But I should probably lay the groundwork now, since we have, you know, two and a quarter, two and a bit, two and a shut the fuck up, it's nearly half. 1.5 levels-ish to go, so might be an idea to actually focus on that shit now and see what the crack is about getting geared up. Right, we're going to wrap this one up here. So this has been Gibboeire, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like down below and possibly consider subscribing to the channel. If you have any comments, questions, concerns about anything that happened in this video, leave it down below in the comment section and we'll get back to you as soon as I can. Take care, Andy. Bye-bye!